And we are going. What is going on with everybody? It is your boy, Eric, aka Young God, coming to you live in the Green Dungeon, giving it to you real raw rugged. And I have a beautiful guest on the other line. I will let the beautiful man introduce himself. Who do we have here today?
What's going on? It is I, friend of Eric, Sage, also known as Navy Blue.
Hey man, how you doing today, man?
I'm well. I'm busy, but it's good to be busy.
You're everywhere. Every time cut on social media, you on a magazine, you on a podcast, you working.
I'm trying. It's like I'm trying to get out of my way also, because if it were up to me, I'd just be like, I don't want to do none of this. But I'm trying to be more open minded this new year.
Yeah.
Uh, just making a conscious effort to like, all right, this is what I want to do. Like I gotta put myself out there a little bit, and I'm just putting the one foot in front of the other. You know what I mean? It can be daunting at times. I'm just like, I'm feeling a little mediated out, but at the same time, it's a blessing. The people even want to hear what I have to say or want to take pictures of me. Like, it's a blessing, bro.
See, man, you over here overwhelmed, and then you gotta wake up. Damn, I gotta do an interview with Eric. My bad, bro. I ain't even know you. My bad, bro. I
No,
ain't
it's
even know,
easy.
bro.
When they told me that you wanted to do an interview, I was like, oh, that's like, that was the first of these inquiries that I was like, yeah, okay, I can do that. No problem.
Hey, man, let me start this off with a weird story. Then let me tell you how excited I am about this interview. I had a
Okay.
dream about this interview last night. Swear to God on everything I love. But it was kind of strange because it was
Mm,
you. I was interviewing you and another nigga. I don't know who this other nigga was. And
mm.
then right before we started the interview, a third person popped up in the interview. It was Trump.
Donald Trump.
And your first reaction was, Coach, good to see you, Coach. He was your soccer coach in high school or something. And the other nigga was like, Coach. I swear, if God can strike me down if I'm lying right now, I was so baffled. I was like, wait, what is happening right now? I didn't know he was going to join.
Coach!
And he's like, good to see you, Sage. And I'm like, what the hell is happening right now?
Bro, you know what's funny about Donald Trump is just like, as much of an idiot
Yeah.
as he is, it's like, damn. Like, bro, I'm sure if we sat down with him, like, we would have a good time.
I mean, unfortunately, he's hilarious. Like,
Bro,
unfortunately.
like, if we were sat there with him, just like, I think we would know how to, like, play the cards with him, and he'd be like, pretty funny. God bless him, man. Like, he's someone that is such like a troll.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He reminds me often that he feels like a test. Like, I feel like he was put in place to like
Yeah.
really test the hearts of people.
You know what's crazy? I feel like I don't know if this for good for the bad, but I think he's going to change American politics. Where I've already seen politicians kind of try to do the Trump, if that makes any sense. Like try to
Uh,
roast and try to come up with funny nicknames or whatever. And it's like, yo,
yeah.
everybody's going to try to do this now. Like they're trying to do the
Mm,
Trump, and it's just interesting to see that how much. When he first ran, everybody thought this is a joke. This is never going to happen. To now, this nigga has people trying to post like politicians posting like him. It's like, what is happening?
a word. Like, yeah, because he's a con man, and B, like, yeah, he knows like how to milk it, how to like this is good PR, like, and good bad publicity is good publicity. Like, he's in that bag where he's too far gone. It's like he's in it. He's just like, they're stupid people. They are stupid people. I'm like, bro, this guy is
It's
so
pretty good. It's pretty good.
funny.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good. You work on that. You work on that. That was pretty good.
I'm pretty good at
Are
impersonating.
you? Who else can you do?
Um, damn. I'm not good at like on the
Oh, the
spot.
spot.
Like
Okay, okay, okay,
I'll
okay.
think about it like later on. I don't know who else I'm like good at. It's more just like immediate like friend groups.
Got
Like
you,
I meet
got you, got
somebody's
you.
uncle and I'm like, yeah, like that time your uncle was like da da da. And they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
whoa,
Yeah,
that
that's
was
pretty.
really him. Yeah,
This entire morning, I've just been saying, "Coach."
that's so funny, bro. I mean, I
Oh
wonder
my
what that's
gosh.
about.
I don't know. Yeah, they say dreams mean things, so I don't know what that means, man. I have
And
no
I'm
clue.
creating this whole like what he would be like as a coach. Just go out there and just whatever. Anyways, let's move on from
Oh my gosh.
this guy.
Speaking of
That's
coach,
hilarious.
speaking of coach, I know you like football. I know you like soccer. You've been tapped in with the World Cup.
Oh yeah, it's been it's been great. It's been equally great as it's been heartbreaking.
Who are you rooting for? Or if you're rooting for any country?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Um, I'm supporting England. I'm
Mm,
supporting like the colonial presence that is England. Um, because I'm an Arsenal supporter, and
got you.
we have four players playing for England. I've always kind of supported England, but I'm generally like just the black teams. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I do have like Chilean lineage and Swiss lineage, so I'm like supporting wherever my bloodline tells me I should be supporting. But I'm just also a fan, so I'm watching just as everybody else is watching. It was really heartbreaking to see Egypt lose
Mm.
to Argentina. That was just like, yeah. I mean, I'm sure everybody's questioning the federation.
Yeah, they came back. It like the game was over. And they walked them down last minutes.
Yeah, it's just man, yeah, that was heartbreaking.
Mm.
They that the officiating in that match was not consistent.
You
You
know,
know,
so as a person who doesn't watch a lot of soccer, a lot of football, I haven't watching a lot. It's very entertaining. Like I feel like the World Cup is like when you I don't know you watch it and you get really into it, even if you don't watch or whatnot.
mm-hmm.
The one thing I do take away from like soccer is that do they have you ever played soccer like organized soccer?
Yeah.
Do they teach you niggas to flop?
Yo, this is something that like it's my one like gripe with the game
Because it's not
is
even just I'm gonna
officiating.
cut you off, but it's not even just flopping. When the nigga
Yeah,
goes down, he acts like he got shot by like a double
yeah.
barrel
There's
shotgun.
the rolling and they put their hand. It's like yo, it's OD. I mean, I think that the goal with like the flopping and the over exaggeration and the yelling and the rolling is to emphasize the moment.
Yeah.
So the attention gets put on that foul, quote unquote. And I think that a lot of the times these refs, you have to also remember how big this field is.
Yeah.
And there are 22 dudes on the pitch. So it's like, yeah, you kind of have to like make it noticeable
Got you.
because a lot of shit goes under the radar. Like there's been some crazy shit that happens in certain matches where the ref just doesn't see it, the whole crowd sees it. But now with this like VAR thing, I think a lot of it is getting caught. I mean, a lot of the game has been kind of lost. So much of like how I grew up watching the game is gone. I think that's in a lot of sport in general.
Yeah, for sure.
Like basketball doesn't have that same grit that it used to have. You don't really got teams like the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
And I'm a Laker fan, so like that era, KG, Big Baby, Rondo, Paul Pierce, they were a tough competitor, and that they
For
were
sure.
about to be like playing real grimy.
For sure.
Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, those teams like they exist. I think like Paraguay was definitely on some dark arts playing against France, and I think their president or their prime minister was saying some
Wildin'. Wildin'.
craziness about Mbappe. But I mean, that's the issue. I think specifically with football is how racist it is inherently, and that like every other sport, like when black people are a part of it, we tend to dominate. Like we're athletes. Like
You know,
and
quickly, I always say that like racism in America, we know America's
yeah,
racist, but like racism to us like abroad, I'm actually that's more scary to me because it's like them niggas
oh yeah,
operate on like the racism from like the 1600s. Like them niggas
oh
is
no, that's
crazy.
it's baked into their existence.
Yeah,
You know, subconsciously. There's a lot of this. Generationally, that's what happens when these things go unaddressed. Next thing you know, what are we in? Like Gen Alpha? Is that what this generation is?
something like that.
Something, yeah. Like they're dealing with the byproduct of like generations of racist people. You know what I mean? And it's like it might have not have been addressed. So now certain things might just be normalized.
Yeah,
And there's kids that are watching and seeing that. You know, but yeah, man, football is the most beautiful game in the world to me, and I think it brings people together. But it also divides people because there are like certain like there's like cultural football politics. Each club might have their ultras, their true fans, and yeah, violence is a big part of that history. Like rival teams, they fight, and people die. It's dangerous. But it makes sense. It's an important match on the line. Like when rival teams are like
yeah,
at odds, like okay, yeah, this is a big match for them. This is their existence. You know
yeah.
what I mean? I'm hyper fixated on my dog. She's acting like she needs to use the bathroom.
You can go get her if you need to. You good?
No, she's straight.
Right.
Come here. Come on.
I'm gonna try to.
Stop licking the book. Stop it. Go ahead.
I'm gonna try to tie this into music. Just let me cook here.
Yeah, go
Last
ahead.
year at the festival, you took my camera and you started interviewing me. And the one thing you said was, "Does this place make you think about them times?" I didn't know what you were talking about. And then I was like, "What?" And nobody knew what you were talking about. And then you looked around in like frustration. You said, "Am I the only one that feels like I'm on a slave plantation?" And it made me think, is the South that much agriculturally different than the West Coast and up north? That like when you're around, it really does feel like that. Because like to me, I'm like I'm just outside. This is normal to me. But to you, it felt like you was about to go face massa.
I think I'm attuned to like to that frequency where I'm just like I have a certain awareness because of how much like energy and time I've put into like acknowledging
Yeah,
our ancestors and their struggle. Um, so every time I'm in the South, I just feel it. I'm just like I get that same vibe where if you're anywhere where there's been an indigenous genocide, you can kind of just like damn like people like there's blood in this soil. I think specifically not last year, but the one before when we were like in that weird area. It's mainly when I see them trees, them like the willows.
yeah,
I'm like, that's like movie shit. You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's like, but still, there's an energy there. You know what I mean? I often think like I've been wanting to. I'll probably do something with it. Like if trees could talk, you know?
Mm.
If tree like what all that they have seen and they've just been stuck like, damn, you know, and like the energy. This is a bit, you know, woo woo, but like, yeah, think about if a tree is a living thing and it's like somebody's been hung from it.
Yeah.
Imagine how that energy that gets like transferred to a living ancient thing.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
I think being in the South, I think we're too used to things that shouldn't be normal. Like, for example, there in Jacksonville, there's a bridge called the Hart Bridge. It's like a pretty big bridge down here.
Mm-hmm.
Hart was a slave master, so it's named after a slave master.
Mm-hmm.
The community college I went to, FSCJ, was a plantation. And when I found that out, it was crazy because it's a lot of land, and it's like this could have been a plantation. And just learning stuff like that, it's wild. But like for a nigga who is not around this, like, because like you didn't go to a school named after a slave master, I'm sure, but that's normal down here. There's like three
Mm-hmm.
schools named after nigga Nathan B. Forrest. That nigga was a KKK member. And
Mm-hmm.
it's a school named after him down here. So it's like we're so used to things that we shouldn't be used to down here. And I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the frequency may change when you come down here because you're like, this ain't what I'm used to. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, it's everywhere, but I think specifically in the South, there's just like a strong presence.
Yeah.
You know, I remember being in Texas for a family reunion, and same vibe. I was just like, look at my cousin. I was like, "Are you getting them vibes?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, that was a plantation right there." And I was like, "I knew it,
Mm,
like a farm, but it's like, yeah, it
yeah.
used to be a plantation." Yeah, man, I'm gonna do some research on Gainesville just to make sense of whatever I was feeling.
Oh yeah, it's a country place. Like I feel
Yeah,
like because I was talking to Kelly, she was like, I like Gainesville. It's very liberal here. I was like, yeah, it's liberal in this. You meet in it's liberal at this festival. You
yes,
leave the grounds at this festival.
yeah,
You better keep your head on the swivel. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
Because we went to
the Waffle House thing.
the Waffle House
Mm-hmm.
exactly, and then like that, I got stream sniped, as the kids would say. Um, it's funny in that clip. Mavi was on go.
Yeah.
Mavi was like, he was ready.
I was
TTG.
yeah, I was talking to him about that. You could look at him because my center of attention was at you, but then I rewatched after talking to him. I was like, oh, this nigga went playing. This
Oh,
I ain't even see this nigga
but
in the
it's
cut.
crazy because after that whole thing happened, like the kids pulled up in this pickup, and there were children.
Hmm.
You know, and Mavi was like, "That's why black people need to be armed in the South."
Yeah.
He's like, "It's not that, like, you know, da da da." It's like, it's that energy right there. He's like, because they're armed. And I was like, wow. It brought. I got a lot of insight in that moment. It was like kind of just like the spooky vibe. Where I'm like, these are kids, but you know, who are their parents?
I don't know if you could read this, but I took this a few days ago at like a 70-plus-year-old woman's, like a black woman's house. If you could read this to the people, if you could see this.
Before you break in my house, stand outside and get right with Jesus. Tell him you're on your way. Oh my God.
That's how it is down here, man. That's down here. That's a black woman. That's a 70-year-old black woman.
Get right with Jesus. Word.
And tell because you finna be on your way to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
She got the deuce in the brazier. Like,
exactly, exactly. But how I'm going to tie that to music? So I don't know if this music was a little too country for you, but this was like still one of my favorite rappers of all time. Were you ever a Big Crit guy?
you know what's funny? I never dove into it, but every time I heard Big Crit, I was like, this guy has a great voice. Like a very a presence for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, he's undeniably great, but there's a lot of artists that like I can embarrassingly say like I just never really like went into, like, I can't say I'm a big Big crit guy.
Well, no, I mean, it makes sense. Like I said, this nigga talking about eating chitlins and hog maw, like just a lot of
Yeah.
things you're probably, what the fuck is this nigga talking about?
No,
But,
but bro, it's like my family's from Tennessee, like
mm,
so I would go down there every summer. I would go to Nashville and see my friend CJ and his dad. His pops used to play for the Titans,
mm-hmm.
and I loved it. Like country summers, it was like literally playing like street football and baseball in the street, and then we'd go to like Sonics and eat glizzies and slushies, and you know, and then we had my aunt Ethia and Uncle Foster, and I remember CJ's dad being like making a big request for dinner, like I need some chitlins, and showing up, and it was like a whole spread, and I didn't eat pork at the time.
Yeah.
Bless you. If you
Thank you.
sneezed,
I did.
and yeah, I mean, I grew up with it, but through a very specific lens. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people could identify with the kind of Southern home that I grew up in.
Mm.
You know, very spiritual, very Christian. But my grandfather he was one of a kind man. You know what I mean? So
Where is he from?
he grew up in this place called Whiteville, Tennessee.
Mm.
Very small town. You know, I mean, look at the name.
Yeah.
And he grew up on a farm. You know, he's like tending to the chickens. My grandmother's from Memphis. But yeah, like I'm hip. I'm hip to the southern raised
Yeah.
household. But yeah, I never really got too invested in like in southern music, to be honest. You know what I mean?
So I bring this up because this is me playing A&R. I don't know if you know this or not. Crit also makes beats. He's a producer.
Oh wow.
I need you over a Crit beat one day,
Okay.
and this is me. It's funny. I'm gonna play you a beat by Crit. It's like a song, like an old ass song. It's funny if I play the song, you're like this shit sucks. But there's no way I hear you over this beat. It's like a navy blue ass beat.
Grizzle, third coast representative, right now the rap game. Got a hold on me. But that's cool cause it's my movement, you dig? And if you don't believe me, then you'll fall for anything.
Oh, he's going crazy.
That's the type of shit that inspiring me. Cause this industry gets you fucked up, you dig? So stay cool, man. You wanna do it your life, nigga, do it. Make sure you can't leave it alone, cause I can't. I can't leave it alone, no. 300 representative pimpin'. I always knew that it was something in my heart that got me tripping today. Like yesterday, it ain't no different. The struggle, whatever it is.
Good song. Every time I hear that beat, I'm like, yo, you would spaz on that beat. It's a really, really good beat. So yeah, you should probably tap into Crit. He's a interesting. He's one of my favorite artists from the South ever. Like he's like
Yeah.
producer,
Where's he from?
rapping. He from the South. That nigga from Mississippi.
Okay, that's where my grandmother's side of the family's from.
Okay. So you got some. It's so funny. I always forget. I talk to people that's not from the South, and every time they're like, "No, bro, my family's from the South." I forget that, like, yes, black people did migrate from the South and go to other
Yeah,
places.
exactly. I mean, the migration is very similar for a lot of people, especially like a lot of the black people in LA.
Yeah.
It's like my grandmother's family's from Coldwater, Mississippi. Makes sense why she was born in Memphis because it's right there. You know, it's like a 45-minute hour drive. Ended up then moved to Chicago. So I have a lot of cousins in Chicago. And then a lot of people went west. You know what I mean? So I love Mississippi though. Like it's fun, like being on the being on like my family's land out there
Yeah.
had different vibes. It was like, oh, this is like familial land. This isn't them vibes.
That's actually insane. You went to like the deep south and you didn't get them vibes. That's crazy to me.
Oh no, I mean, of course those, but I'm saying the land that I was on
Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you.
has
Got you.
been in my family for generations. So it felt like the vibe had shifted. It was like, oh, this is ours. This is not, you know. It didn't have wasn't like a looming darkness over it. It was like, oh wow, generations of my family were born here, like,
Got you.
on this actual property.
Got you.
You know,
Got you. Got you. Got you. No, that's hard. I it's funny because I remember the first time we ever spoke. I was like, man, it feels like your music. I feel like you speaking to the ancestors. Like every time you rap, it feel like you doing it in honor of the ancestors. Like this music feels like you're connected with them and they speaking through you almost. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting to hear you speak about going to places and like connecting with that energy. You know what I'm saying? Rather if it's in the South or wherever. You know what I'm saying? So that is something that like I don't know. It feels like you really take important. I mean, it's really important to you to like connect
yeah,
with
for
that
sure.
energy.
100%. I mean, I've been using this analogy a lot, like almost in all of my affairs. It's like, it seems like it's come up damn near every conversation. But yeah, like the Avatar, uh, uh, opening sequence where like Aang's eyes light up, and then you see every version of his like previous
Yeah.
embodiment. It's like I really feel that. I'm like, wow. On simple terms, I'm like, so however many years ago, so and so got with so and made so and so, and I like the family tree like starts to kind of play out in my head. It amazes me that I'm like that person had that, and across the world, in Chile, there this person and this. They would have never imagined that like
Yeah.
black people in the South would then have some type of union and like create me.
Yeah.
It's I just think it's amazing. I not that like I'm a super unique person, but I think specifically like who I am is I am one of one in the sense that like there's just only one me, there's only one you. Circumstances might be similar, but yeah, like I love to honor like who I am. I think it's so cool. Like, I've always been a history kid. History was always where I like tapped in school. So to think that I have my own history is amazing.
It's a real nigga subject right there, man.
Yeah, it's what is this? Oh, okay. Got a text, but yeah, I'm really, as much as I say like, yeah, I'm a conduit. I think it's because I'm like receiving it.
Yeah.
I think that there's generations of people that are just like kind of begging for us to tap in with them, like ask for their guidance. And I don't think many people know that like my mom calls them the heavenly council. You know what I mean? It's like all of our family members that have passed on are kind of like, wherever they are, making sure to, help out
Yeah.
wherever they can.
It's funny because I feel like there's been so many albums you've dropped since the last time we did an interview, and I kind of just want to like touch on like a few songs off of like some of these projects. And one of the ones I want to talk about is 1491. Is 1491 your most chantable song? In the sense where like the crowd, I've seen the crowd go crazy like over that multiple times where they fuck Christopher Columbus. Is that like your most chantable song you have?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
For sure. Thank God, because it ain't much of it. I used to do it with like Peach Cobbler a little bit. Um, but yeah, 1491 for sure. That's a mainstay. I'm really happy about that song.
Great song. Did you perform it every time?
Uh, I try to
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, it's like I have a lot of newer music, but generally you only have like 30 to an hour to,
Sure.
to try to touch upon, like, because there are people there that are like, I want to hear that one song. Or da, da, da. You got to keep that in mind.
What happened in between the first project and Songs of Sage? Because it feels like, I don't know, it feels like they're so different. I feel like the production is different. Even your writing is different a little bit on that album. Was that older music on the first project, or because the first project is amazing to me, but they're just so different from each other.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been an obsessive person. So it's like once I've committed to a thought or an idea, like the rest of it just gets taken care of. So when I first started making Ada 18, it was more so like, okay, I've been releasing stuff on SoundCloud, but I want to make something a little more substantial. And looking back, I think I wasn't as focused. I was making songs. I was kind of just reporting on my life, and I had an idea, and I had a world that I wanted to kind of create. But I think that what I had gone through after making that album,
Mm.
um, yeah, what I had gone through after making Araidin really just like shaped what I wanted to do with my music. You know what I mean? Song of Sage was just like important. It was like I had to get that off, and there wasn't much of a filter. It was just like, again, more reporting on my life, but like I was like, I have to get this off. And I think that's why a lot of the songs like feel that way. They feel very incomplete to me, a lot of them. Uh, but that's what makes them special. A lot of those joints, like I recorded a lot of songs. Like one song I recorded like when I was like in rehab. I remember recording "Tired" in rehab. Um, it was like newly sober. I mean, that's the longest I'd ever gone without drinking or smoking weed. And just that little bit, like 2 weeks of clarity, allowed me just this space to exist and start creating and like really speaking my truth
Yeah.
without the haze or
Yeah.
like the mystique. Like it's like, nah, this is a necessity. I have to express this. If I don't, then this will fester and turn into something else. But I'm really proud of that of those albums because I think I'm 29 now, so like I say maybe 30 years from now I'll look back and there'll be like my diaries, my journal entries. And I'm like, I'll see. I think the thing that I value the most about my discography is that you can clearly see the progression. You know, um, people have told me like, yo, every album feels like your best one. I'm like, I think that's generally how it should feel
Yeah.
as someone grows, and I love that. You know what I mean? That's where I feel like I really lean in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a few things on that. You talking about your sobriety, so I don't drink or smoke either. And we had a funny moment at the festival this year. We were like around a bunch of like smoke. I looked at you. I was like, bro, my head hurt. He was like, me too.
Yeah, bruh. Like, crazy.
Got a headache from this junk. But it's funny. One of my favorite Drake moments is him asking Kodak Black. He said, he was like, "How did you write this album?" He was like, I want to learn how to write like this. He was like, it's like you tapped into a part of your brain to be so introspective that like it's like a window to the mind. He was like, I don't know how to do that, and he was like, I really want to learn how to do that. And when I listen to your music, I feel like you do that. Probably the best. I don't know right now of any like current generation artist of just like a window to the mind. Super duper introspective, super duper personal. Is that something you had to learn? Did that come natural? Were you writing as a kid, not rapping, but just writing? Like, how did you learn how to do that? Because that may come second nature to you. I don't know, but that's very difficult to write like that.
Yeah. It came out of necessity, my world kind of opened up after experiencing like my first death. And when my brother died, I started to rely on my imagination, drawing. I would make drawings of us together, or I would write to him. I wrote some of my first raps like about what that relationship would look like. My grandfather, he was big on just like reading,
Mm.
and he was big on writing. He wrote a book about his life for the family, which is so cool. It's like it didn't get published. He just wrote the book and printed however many so he could give them to his family. So when he wasn't there, like you could read about his life, which is so beautiful. It was normalized to me, to express myself. And once I found my voice, figuratively and literally, like, I was always shy. I still am quite shy. But learning to find my voice has been, or excuse me, like now I'm honing my voice. It's like, I remember Kai telling me like, "Yo, bro, you got to get a good mic."
Mm.
And I remember that moment changed everything for me. Kai was like, "Yo, your skill is your writing. People want to hear what you have to say." I was like, it just clicked. I'm like, right. Like, I used to record on Apple headphones and like tuck my vocals like beneath the music. And then slowly by slowly, and I love listening back to my music and seeing how it evolves. Like, I want to be present. I want my voice to be present. I want to be heard. So it's been like a really beautiful journey, like discovering what I want to say, how I want to be heard. Because like when I see you, all we do is crack jokes, and like
Yeah.
I'm a funny person. I'm not as like glum as my music might present, but the reality is like, yeah, man, like the happiest, funniest people are like generally the ones that are struggling the most.
See comedians
And
commit suicide, and it's like, wow, this
exactly,
guy's funny, you know. So yeah,
I was gonna wear a shirt today with Robin Williams on it. I love Robin Williams.
one of my
Man.
favorites.
I love Robin Williams. Just like the totality of who he was, the roles that he chose, his style, like everything. This guy was just like definitely a hero of mine.
I'm trying to find
But
this
yeah,
program.
I'm really proud of what I write
Yeah.
and how I write. The gift is that I write for me, and it reaches other people. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. Damn, I went to I can't find it. I had a program for it. I went to go see a Miss Doubtfire play. It's hilarious. Love freaking Robert Williams. But I one of my favorite things about going to that festival, it's funny. It's really seeing you because I know like you're. I'm like, yo, this nigga's like a kid. He's just gonna play the entire time. This nigga's hilarious. So it's like you have that. You have such great energy, you know. So it's funny
Thank
that
you.
you say like you never know what somebody's going through in their personal time. But
Right.
it's like, man, you really could make somebody day. And like, you really be making my day when I see you, and I know you make everybody else's day, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like we flirting right now. But seriously, bro, it's like,
Normalize brothers flirting.
you, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I'm like, bro, when I get to the festival, I'm like, I already know who I got to see first. So I hope that you have people in your life that bring you joy the same way you bring other people joy, man.
Mm. Thank you, man. That means a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
I certainly, I know that they're there. I know it's just up to me to
Mm.
get out of my own way to like access these people. Sometimes I feel a little alone, and I'm like, oh, it's because I'm isolating. You know what I mean? When people do that thing, like, oh, well, you didn't call me. It's like, yeah, phone works both ways. Like, I got to reach out more. I got to make more of a conscious effort to like find my people, reach out to my people. You know what I mean?
Hey man, I'm gonna reach out to you more, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? You
Yeah,
know what I'm
give me
saying,
a
bro?
shout, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I had called you when I was at Rolling Loud, man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
I gotta say this. I
exactly.
gotta say this story. The funniest thing you told me, you weren't being funny. You were dead serious. I'm like, yo, I'm at Rolling Loud. You was like, bro, you ain't in Gainesville no more. You was like, you better be careful out there. You like, them niggas out there crazy.
Yeah, bro. It's just every time there's like Rolling Loud, there's just some type of headline like somebody
Hmm.
got beat up, or God forbid someone gets shot, or it's any big gathering of people is scary every time.
When we get off here, remind me after I tell you one more story about Rolling Loud
Okay.
that I can't say on here. But you mentioned your SoundCloud music, and one of your SoundCloud songs is still like my top five favorite song of yours. I show it to people all the time. I showed it to the rapper. I don't know if you ever, I don't know if you know Blue, but I showed it to Blue, and
Nigga, what you mean? Do I know Blue?
I brought you up to Blue. He was like, man, I love that kid, and I played your music. I played the song, and he was like, I've never heard this. Is amazing. What song do you think what song only is a SoundCloud exclusive? Do you think people will be like, this is amazing?
Um, hmm, there's a few that are special.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think like first one that comes to my mind is probably like My Orishas or something.
Fire, but that's not the one I play. I play. Never
Which
thought I'd
off
be.
what project?
I already got singing it. You heard what I sang it? I don't know if you heard me singing it.
No,
Okay.
let me hear it. Good,
Uh,
sing it again.
Never thought I'd be one to cry
All right.
like this. Hey, if I
Whoa.
would take a deep breath and die. But that song
Yeah.
is stupendous to me. That song is like mind blowing. And
Yeah.
I show that like sometimes if somebody's never heard of you, that's like the first song I send to them is like a
Really?
yeah, like listen to this, see if you like this. And they always like, yeah, this is crazy. Every time.
Yeah. There was a bag that I was in that era that was just I was exploring sound. I was just trying things. I love that beat.
Crazy. Who is that you or
Yeah, I made that beat.
crazy? I think you do it still, but bro, I like when you sing. I like when you sing.
Thank you. Yo, that's a lot of people have been telling me this.
Mm.
I want to do it more, and it's fun. It's fun to do.
Such a good song. What else do I have? I wrote so many stuff down because it's like so many songs that I love. Freaking. Oh, funny enough, the "I Hate You New York" beat that sounds like something Blue would rap over. Funny enough, I was thinking that.
So it's so crazy that you say that because I literally made that beat with that in mind.
I hear it.
You know, because I mean, Blue. I connected with Blue. You didn't know that we had some music together,
Since when?
nigga. uh, bro, I'm rapping with him on Damo's tape with evidence.
Was that drop last year?
Damo, and Blue.
Was that last
And we
year?
also, I think so.
See, I think when I interviewed Blue though, you hadn't had any music with him.
Nah, we've had music for a
Really?
minute. We also have another joint that we did with Exile. I don't know. It's like it probably might not ever come out.
Mm.
We have a few joints. We probably did like we have another one with evidence that maybe one day will come out.
Really
Man,
quickly, Evidence is also really crazy. Like I feel like he's like one of the more underrated artists. You know what I'm saying? He's
man,
insane.
I love Ev, man. It's one of my favorite people. He's someone who picks up the phone. He's just like, yo, what up? Just thinking about what's up? You good? And it's like, just checks on me.
Yeah.
We have some music that hopefully will come out sooner than later. Yeah, Ev is special.
Crazy.
My favorite song by him is "Tailor Made Suit."
Mm.
You ever heard that one,
Maybe. What project is that on?
bro? You don't know this song? You should watch that video.
I got to.
That's a
What is it called?
special, special moment.
What is
I'll
it
send it
called?
to you right now.
Okay, you send it to me.
Tailor Made Suit.
Tailor made suit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Ev is crazy, man. I can't. Oh, sorry. You asked what album it's from. It's from Unlearning Volume 1. And he has like another Unlearning.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. Unlearning. This one.
Shout out to Ev and Blue. Those are two
Yeah.
great
Pardon
artists.
me. Tailor Made Suit is my jam. This one.
Funeral suit, same as my wedding suit. Funeral suit, same as my wedding suit. Funeral suit, same as my wedding suit. I only got one. I ain't going back to broke. Spending pennies from these loafers. Many men got devils on their shoulders. And that's my 2 cents. Pops was a rolling boulder. A lot of up and down swings like it's Texas Hold'em. Stone's big enough not to chase a pipe dream. Got enough to write for what the hype.
Yeah, you gotta listen to this song.
Nah, this beat is crazy. He's rapping crazy. This fire.
He's like, my God, yeah, that joint there. Woo! Ev is special, man. Ev is like, in terms of like production and like rapping, definitely one of my favorite like dual threat
Crazy.
artists.
I gotta interview Evidence one day. Such a freaking fire artist. He's a person I've been listening to since I was like in like middle school. So like shout out to Evidence. What was I saying? Oh yes, the I Hate You New York beat. When I first heard that, I was like, I can hear Blue in like 2011 rapping over this beat. This is like crazy to me.
It's definitely below the heavens vibes. It's
Yeah.
like, I feel like I could be wrong, but I feel like I would say earlier. You know what I mean? Like that era of Blue, especially from LA. Like hearing music like that coming out of LA was like whoa,
Yeah.
and it felt like West Coast music still. But yeah, listening to all of those Blue albums from early on had me kind of revisiting, like flipping jazz records again.
Mm.
You know?
Did you have more in that bag where you're flipping jazz records?
Yeah, like that one was just like super on the nose. Usually, like when I'm digging for jazz records, it's a little more like niche, you know.
Got you.
Sometimes it's like just go right down the middle. It's some like dollar bin like might give you something.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a certain sound. Yeah, I love Blue, man.
You know a beat that you rapped over that's not yours that you walked it down. That good orderly direction.
Oh, word.
My goodness, bro. That didn't get enough love. That whole tape is crazy, but the way you rapped on
Shouts
that
out to
is
Zumo.
shout out to Zumo, man. That beat is nuts. Freaking.
Thank you for saying that. I often feel that.
And that's one of your best. I thought that's one of your best verses. Like you were locked in. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, my nose is so itchy, man.
Same. I've been holding sneezes. I've been tripping over here, so I've been struggling. But no, that verse with the balance and act is not intact as it seems. Like you was writing on that. You was writing on that verse.
Yeah.
That verse is crazy, man.
That one. That's the thing that I love about rapping on other people's beats.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's you hear the beat and you're just like, yep, let's go. All the energy that gets invested into like making the beat. By the time you're writing, you're at like 40% capacity. It's nice to just go from zero, like, And we had those two joints. I was like, yo, we should just put them together. I love that second half.
crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to
The
Zuma.
four, the 4/4 flow on the 3/4 beat is my shit. Yeah.
Crazy. What else do I have on here? Freaking everything about Deep Blue Water is crazy to me. The way you were rapping is very different, I feel like you approach that beat very differently. Also, I love you said you got Hang Time No Baby Fro. I really like that bar,
Oh
even though
my
now you got the, you know what I'm saying? Now you went back to
yeah.
the Frodo, you know what I'm saying? But also I love that. I love that song. I love that song.
Yeah. Bro, you know what's crazy about that song?
What?
The other day I found it. So that mm, so I wrote that to a Jay Versace beat.
Okay.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
And I was so every time this shit comes up, it makes me a little upset because I was like, it's special.
Okay.
That was on a Jay Versace beat, and I think, accidentally he was like, bro, like, I sent that to somebody and I forgot, and it was like a mix-up, and this generally happens to me, like, and then whenever there's like the two people, like, I always end up the one not getting the beat, and now I know, it's like I look back and it happened with another friend recently, like not recently, but I'm like, yo, and then I find the song. I remember talking to Quelle about it. He's like, nigga, when that happens to me, nigga, there's gonna be two songs out in the world with the same beat. Yeah, I mean,
I need that. Hey, I need you to send me that, right? If that come out or not, I need that. You know what I'm saying?
it
That's
was
so hard.
special, and I remember finding that beat that I made for Deepwater Blue, and I was like, you know what, this might work on here. So I just was like, yeah, it's okay. I just don't like conflict, you know.
No,
So
for
I
sure.
never want to be at odds with somebody I don't know over like some music. I'm like, it's all good. Like if you feel passionate and confident in it, then you got it. You know what I mean? Uh, I'm also. This is just who I am. It's like if somebody sends me their version and they clearly got me, I'll be like, you got it. Like
Yeah.
you did your thing on that. But looking back, I'm like, I don't even know if it came out, if whoever he did the other
Yeah.
version with. But I was going through my hard drive looking for shit, and I found it. I was like, it brought me right back to that moment when the heartbreak of not being able to put that out. But the beautiful thing about it is that, yeah, songs have like many lives. Like Deepwater Blue, the version that's on Song of Sage, is like, that's the one that was meant to be in the world.
You talk about a song
That's what,
having many lives and like bringing you back. There's a song you have that makes me want to cry just because it feels so nostalgic. I don't know why this beat sounds so nostalgic, and I told the producer this, Theravada, the WGOWM beat. That's Theravada, right? That's the
oh yeah, what's going on with me? Yeah,
this
yeah.
beat just so beautiful to me. It's so I don't know why it brings me back to a time that never existed, but it just
Mm-hmm.
takes me back. And the way you're rapping on that's one of your, I feel like your more beautiful songs. And
Wow,
that Theravada beat is that's a special beat for me. I love that beat.
man, it's so cool that you still like. I mean, that you listen to the older joints. It's like I've been so stuck, not stuck, but I've been existing in these past 3 albums that I put out.
Mm,
It's like this world where there's a clear theme, and I'm just trying to, etch my last little bit of history into the stone
yeah.
and leave it. So I'm feeling good about that. But man, certain joints, like, yeah, I need to go back and listen to like Reprise
No, for sure.
and like SoundCloud joints. Yeah, that's all a part of the journey. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
but
See,
thank you for keeping those
of
alive.
course, my nigga. I'm a fast forward to something a little bit more recent, that a song where you didn't curse. And I love songs where people don't cuss because I'm like, all right, this is also not the easiest thing to do when you cuss a lot in your music. Not that you're like a sailor or whatever, you just wilding. But do you know what song I'm talking about? Where you just no cuss words.
Majority of my songs are no cuss words. Even now, like I've been keeping tally. Like I've said shit a few times, and it's like I'm just grateful that I have that like consciousness. Cussing, it's like even saying nigga sometimes. I'm just like, I eventually want to just like, I don't want to like limit my language or
Yeah.
feel like I'm being rigid. I would like to get to a point where it's just not even in my vocabulary.
Hot take.
Any cuss words.
Hot take. I don't. This is a very crazy deviation. Hot take. I don't know if black people should be saying nigga. My take on that is, it's clearly a very negative word that comes from a very negative place. We flipped it, made a term of endearment. But black people will also take a positive word and make it very negative. Like the word hotep. Do you know what the word hotep actually means? Like the etymology of that word?
Yes.
Peace.
Yes.
But now when you describe a hotep person, it's like, look at this hotep. It's never a positive thing.
Listen, man. I was getting into this the other day. It's like you see real like. See, I was gonna say hotep niggas. See? But it's like I met an elder recently, and he was like, "Hotep, young brother," and I was like, "See, like it's a greeting. It's peace. It's the same way." Because I was explaining to a friend. I don't know if this should be in the thing, but we could talk about the details after.
Okay.
But I was explaining to a friend my frustration with Drewski. And I saw Drewski at another friend's like event.
Okay.
And I was just like, it's fucked up. See, I'm cussing again. Because I love Drewski. I think he's really funny.
Yeah.
He's hilarious. And I think that, like any comedian, that's what they do. They push it. They want you to feel that discomfort. And I think that there's something really beautiful about discomfort.
Yeah.
Because with discomfort, there's a mirror, and you really got to look at yourself and be like, what is making me feel so uncomfortable? But, yeah, the conscious rapper one, I was dying. Like, bro, when he sat on the rock.
Classic skit.
He's sitting on the big. That's the funniest part to me. But then it gets to the end, and he's like doing the thing where they're all on live, and he's like, "Peace, brother, peace." Like, what's? And he's like making fun of the 5%ers.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, like we've stooped that low that we're making fun of a time in which black men were greeting each other on the street, saying peace. Like, that's where we're at. Like we don't even greet each other on the street. It's like I try to make a conscious effort, and when I do greet other black people on the street, I generally say peace. With an elder, the difference between a nod up or a nod down. There's a big difference. But yeah, it's like that was a time where like young, conscious black people were greeting each other saying peace.
Yeah.
And we make a mockery of it.
It's interesting because I don't want to come off as a hypocrite, me saying like black people should say the N-word. I say it so much. I say the N-word.
Yeah.
I say it more than a Mexican person. I say N-word. I say it all the time. So it's not like it's an addicting word. It adds flair to a sentence. It's unfortunately
both can exist though.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. It's like you can be conscious of that, like maybe. But yeah, it's like it's still a part of my vocabulary. But the beauty in it is that slowly by slowly, it's like progress, not perfection.
I was talking to Deontay Kyle. You know who that is?
Of course, yeah.
I was talking to him, and he was talking about the same thing. He was like, if I met Farrakhan, I probably wouldn't be like, what's good, my nigga? He was like, I probably wouldn't say that. He was like, so why am I saying it to you?
Farrakhan, I'd be like, what up, light skin?
He was like, if I wouldn't say it to Farrakhan, why am I saying it to you? And I was like, yeah, that's a good point. So we were just both saying, like, why are we saying this word, man?
If I seen Farrakhan, I'm going to come with the side
With the
part. Too. I'm going to be like, yep.
You ever seen a picture of Farrakhan with Herb? And his arm is like, you've never seen this picture where...
he's shaking his hand?
Yeah, but it's like he's shaking his hand, but his arm is like disjointed. Have you never seen this picture? Oh my gosh, hold on.
Nah,
Hold on, bro. G Herbo has the craziest picture with Farrakhan. Hold on.
I think you know this, but bro, I am a big G Herbo fan.
I did not know that, but he's insane. Do you see his arm in this picture? You see his arm is like on
Oh,
top of his shoulder.
hey, that's tough, bro. That's hard.
Oh, but no, Herbo's super talented. He's incredibly talented, super duper fire.
I had a song that I was trying to get him on, and something that never, it just didn't blossom. That
Need
it just
that,
didn't.
need that. That'd be hard. But the song where you don't curse, what I'm talking about.
Yeah, sorry, we got all the way over.
No, you're good. Dollar. This nigga
Oh
don't.
yeah, because yeah, I knew it because I made it for a video game. So I was
Exactly.
like, yeah.
I've never heard you talk about that song. Like how did that happen? You're so funny. It's I love that I can read body language.
Yeah, I have a very expressive face.
Yeah.
This light beam through the camera is funny, but it is what it is. Um, I guess I don't talk about it because anything pertaining to the label I was with,
Okay.
not that I like hate them, but it's just like, eh, previous lifetime. Let's just move forward.
Got you. Got you.
But my A&R at Def Jam, his name is Naeem. He is still like, that's my bro. He was just like, hey, like the way that he would present things to me, it always just like a question mark in my head, and it just I had this certain willingness
Yeah.
with bro where I was like, yeah, I'd give that a shot. I'm open to that. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Okay, which was rare for me because I'm pretty rigid, and he kind of taught me about being open-minded. You know, I'm like, okay, this is this guy's job. Like he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just like hear him out, even though I've been very self-sufficient. Like I don't need help with beats or but if he has ideas, let me see what he's got in mind.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, we're doing this thing where like Def Jam is partnering with 2K, yada yada, and they're like doing this camp thing where different artists have rooms and we're connecting people with other producers and making stuff. And he connected me with Childish Major.
Mm-hmm.
And we were both kind of like unfamiliar with each other's work. We just got along, and he was just like, make a beat. We made a beat. And we had like an hour and a half to like make that song, and I recorded it. Yeah, it's one of those joints where occasionally it'll come up. I'll be like, oh yeah, true. Maxo brought it up to me once. He's like, hey, like I see you, bro. This kind of hard. I was like, yeah,
You ever heard that song by Rick Ross? You don't even know.
yeah.
It's Childish Major.
Molly all in her champagne.
Yeah, it's Childish Major beat.
Really?
Yeah.
Go crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's
What?
him. That's him.
I mean, like, salute on that beat. That song is insane.
Very.
Molly all in her champagne. She didn't even know about it. What?
And then he followed it up with, I took her home and enjoyed that. She
Yeah.
ain't even know. Insane. Insanity. Fast forwarding to today before we get out of here. Man, like you said, these last 3 albums are special. Sunlight of the Spirit is also in my top 5 of songs to you now. I think it's a child actor beat. That beat is so beautiful. Do you know what that is? You looked like you didn't know what that song was.
Sunlight of the Spirit?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I
was just looking at it. I got a text message and I was like looking at it.
got you. I didn't know if he was in your Lil Wayne, but Wayne don't remember like any of his songs anymore. I didn't know if he was in your
he's
Wayne
like-
bag.
That one where he said, what's that clip? Where he's telling him, what is the bar? I'll be so stuck on this for the rest of it. where the interviewer is telling him the bars, and he's like, "Oh, who said
Oh
that?"
yeah, I seen that before. I forget the
He's
bar,
like,
but I know
"You
what you're talking
said
about.
that." What is that clip?
Oh my gosh, I'll find that before we end this off. But no, that song is beautiful. That beat is beautiful.
Thank you.
And then the way you're
Yeah.
rapping over it. Oh my gosh, that song you were talking about the evidence song giving you chills. That song give me chills every time I hear it. Like I said, that's in my top 5 Navy Blue by far.
Thank you.
Such a good song.
Yeah, when I did that one, I was like, mm. It also was like all of those beats he sent me at that time were so important. Like I needed them. They were like, yeah. I was yeah, making sense of a lot of what I was feeling at that time, specifically over child actor beats.
Such a good beat. Speaking of bars, do you know who said Driven living in a flat didn't have a jack to spare?
Yeah, of course.
That I heard that plenty of times listening to this album. But I went to the YouTube comment section of that song, just see people in YouTube comments, and I read it. And I was like, I didn't catch that until I read it. Like that went over my head. Every time I heard it, I was like, is that a Jack and Jill bar? It was never connected to, but I read it. And I was like, oh, this is why he's who he is. He's man.
Yeah, Kai is. Yeah, but grip 4 is for applause. No claps and cheers. Born tied. Both wrong sides when tracks in there. To crack malaise, watch happy days during my saddest year. Come
Oh
on.
man. Can I say something embarrassing? I didn't get the applause bar until you just said it. That's such a crazy bar. The grip for it. Oh
I
my
mean, the
gosh.
duality of that is like with grip 4s
Mm-hmm.
for applause. Like no claps or
Mm-hmm.
applause, you know? A space applause. I mean, he's really, I mean, he's special.
The king of like, how has nobody ever said that? The bar on the first project with the what did he say? He said he had his he said he got it he got the he was born in the belly of the beast and got his cut like a cesarean. Like what? Like how do you think of that? That's insane.
Word.
That's so crazy. But no, what is the like? When was that song recorded?
Um, we did one version. Damn, I don't know when we recorded that. Let me look. I remember sending Malik, who made the beat. I sent him a photo of Kai in the booth recording it, and it's gonna take me a minute. But yeah, I would assume. Damn, I don't know when we recorded that, but it felt really good that, like, you know, I was able to play it for him, and you know, he heard it completed and was like, yeah. And I was like, yo, I put the heartbeat at the end. He was like, that shit is cold. Like, yeah. I don't know when we recorded first time at Al's studio, and then I sent him the rough of that, and he was like, let me go back. I'm gonna recut mine, and I'm gonna touch it up a little bit. I was like, yeah, word. It was amazing. Yeah.
Amazing song. And Surrender's just an amazing project. You know what I'm saying? It's funny because I've never heard Mike Shab before. I've seen the name.
What?
I've seen the name when typing.
Tripping.
Look, I'm gonna tell you my experience with Mike
Tripping.
Shab. The only reason I know who Mike Shab is because when I type in Mike on Apple Music, Mike Shab also pop up, but I never ever clicked on Brett name. I didn't even know Brett made rap music, to be honest with you. So
Yo,
he slid on this though. Yeah, that's
You never
great
heard any
verse.
of his other music?
No, I've still only overheard Over. I've only ever heard Over still. Great verse though.
Bro, I'm gonna send you so much Mike Shab music after
Please.
this.
Please.
Yeah, bro. I mean, there was a moment where I was just kind of like only listening to bro.
Where you
And
from?
Montreal. He's like one of him and Craven are
That's
mad
where I
close.
know bruh from. I have heard bruh because he's
Yeah.
been on a Craven project. Okay, that's okay. When you said Montreal, that clicked. Got you. No, that verse is
Hmm.
crazy. This whole project is great.
Hmm.
From freaking Fear, the bonus track. I don't know why. Why is it a bonus track?
It's pretty crazy that that how that happened. I'm still trying to find this photo so I can tell you when exactly we recorded it. Um, yeah, bro, that was looking through my hard drive and I found that song again, or not even hard drive. I was just uh, my engineer Joe had made like a shared note, and I was just kind of looking at all the shots that we put up for Surrender, and I was just looking at the joints that we cut. There was some really special joints. I'm like, damn, even now I'm like, I don't know if some of those might never come out, but they're still special. Hopefully I can like do something with them.
Yeah.
Put out some type of like cutting room floor type something. And that song was called Dear Sage. I was like, Dear Sage was this, and I clicked it and I was like, wow, I remember this. It's like, damn, this is special. You know, I shed a lot of my judgment, like, and I remember doing it, and then a couple weeks later, listening back and being like, this shit is stupid. Like, like writing from the perspective of my addiction speaking to me is like felt too on the nose. And then I revisited it. We had finished mastering, and I found that song again. And I was like, this is so special. Like, why was I've been going back listening to joints that I did like 2 years ago. I'm like, why did I hate on this? This is beautiful. That's what happened with a lot of the joints on Memoirs in Armor. But with that song specifically, I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna get this mixed and mastered, and I'll make it a bonus track on the vinyl. And I had a little private listening link I was sending to friends and family, and I had the bonus track on there, and I sent it to my lady, and she was like, yo, that last song had me in tears. And I was like, wow. And she's like, that song is powerful. Like, it brought me to tears. And I was like, yeah, damn. I mean, it'll be cool. Like when people discover that as the bonus track on the vinyl. And she's like, that's not going to be on streaming. And I was like, nah, it's just like a hidden gem. And she was like, yo, you have to. She's like, why would you rob people of the experience?
Man, shout out to the lady, man. Shout out to
Yeah.
her, man. Shout out to
Shout
her.
out to her. And it seems to be like everyone that I've spoken to about the album has been like, yo, Fear, it's really special. And I told her, I was like, yo, you did your shit.
No, salute to her.
Yeah.
Salute to you for this album, man. I appreciate you for
Thank you,
putting
bro.
this out. I know we're about to head out here in a few. I mean, everybody that featured on here is rapping well, from Mike Shab to you to
Mm-hmm.
Earl to both parties of Arm and Hammer. Everybody's
Mm-hmm.
rapping really well throughout this album. So salute to you,
Mm-hmm.
man. Salute to you for
Thank
putting
you.
out a great body of work again. It's like you don't know how to miss. It's kind of
Oh,
crazy.
thank you, man.
It's kind of crazy.
I'm still in the phone trying to
I
find the
see.
picture.
I see.
I was like getting close. But yeah, thank you, bro. That means a lot. I'm really proud of this one. Uh, this album has been. I love this album.
Yeah.
I love this album. I love it just as much, And I made this when Ka and James Earl were still in here in the physical form, and now that they're both with the Heavenly Council, it's like different. I'm like, wow, this is special. This is a special one. But yeah, I put it in the tuck for a minute because I cared so much about it. I was like, I don't want to rinse this, and it ran into some stuff where I couldn't put it out. So I took some time, and then the right time presented itself. I was like, you know what? The time is now.
I forgot that Mr. James Earl Jones is narrating his album.
Yeah, yeah,
Did you know that was family this whole time, or is that like a thing you found out
yeah,
later?
yeah,
Okay, so you knew that was fam.
yeah. That's yeah.
Okay.
Returning back to kind of the beginning of the interview, we were talking about, like family lineage.
Mm-hmm.
So when I found out, like early on, I just, I found myself really interested in who he was, and I mean, an iconic voice. So I would collect all types of clips, and I was collecting clips of him speaking, or he was the host of this show called Black Omnibus on PBS.
Yeah.
And that's another heartbreaking one. It's like, bro, Bill Cosby like funded that,
Yeah.
Bill Cosby funded a lot of black arts initiatives.
Mm-hmm.
And like both can exist. He can be a bad person and still have contributed to the arts.
Yeah.
But yeah, Black Omnibus was incredible, and just watching so many of those episodes and how James Earl would like conduct himself on that show. I'm like, this dude rules. So, I started getting more immersed in his like theater, because I know how much he loved theater. Like that was his home was like the stage. And yeah, theater's different than acting, all right, take whatever. It's like you get one take.
Yeah.
It's one performance through. There's a clip. I don't know if there's a clip of it, but there were some like hecklers when he was doing Fences on Broadway,
Mm-hmm.
and he had the bat, and he just looked up at the people on the top and just pointed the bat at them and just performed at them.
Mm.
It's just like the skill that takes to kind of transmute your frustration on stage as an actor into the character, break would that be the fourth wall? I mean, as the view, and just engage with the audience.
Yeah.
But for the people that are on the floor, they're not knowing that he's engaging with the top row of people.
Mm-hmm.
It almost looks like he's like addressing God or something.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just the intuition of the artist, and like I just found myself really in awe of him and being like, wow, I can't believe I'm related to this guy. And his relationship with my mom was particularly special. So having him a part of this was amazing. Yeah.
Rest in peace, man. My introduction to him as a kid, my mom had to 200 times have watched growing up Coming to America.
Of course.
Funniest film of all time. I love that film.
Yeah.
And rest in peace, man. No, if there's any last words you have for the people watching out there, man, I appreciate you coming through.
Yeah, man. Honestly, bro, anything for you. Easy. Shoot. Let's be conscious of our language. In our word,
Yeah.
how the words we choose to use. Something I pride myself on is like, I think I tend to like to practice some type of restraint.
Yeah.
You know,
Let's make a deal, me, you, and the listeners. For the rest of the day, we will not say nigga.
for today.
Just for today. Tomorrow, tomorrow's not promised. We'll see
Yeah,
what
we're
happens
like
tomorrow.
already kind of like halfway through the day. We've ran it up.
24 hours. For the next 24 hours.
Yo, have you ever heard? Oh my god, I'm gonna send you a funny ass song.
What?
You listen to Sean Price?
Yeah, of course.
So, have you ever noticed that Sean Price he drops ER when he uses?
I've never paid attention to that.
Hold on, we're gonna send it off with this one.
All right, I'll send you off with my favorite Sean Price story. Slightly problematic. Have you ever heard him talk about his favorite female rapper?
No.
He's doing an interview with Vlad, out of all people, and Vlad says,
Oh my God.
Who's your favorite woman rapper? None of them. He said, no, you gotta have one, right? None of them. You have a favorite female? None of them. He starts naming rappers, and at the very end of the video, he said, "Wait, Rod Digger, the only good female rapper, Rod Digger."
Nah, I mean, yeah. God bless and RIP, but like there are some incredible, you know, hey, stop. Itching her ear, yeah. There are some women that can rap. Okay.
No, we just talked about Kelly. Kelly can rap her
I'm
behind
saying,
off.
I'm
You
just
know what
like,
I'm saying?
but that's hilarious.
Yeah, it is hilarious.
None of them.
None of them.
Okay, so
This is already hilarious.
BCC and Double D in 2K4, you pay more. Listen, this is the BCC and Double D in the 2K4, you pay more. Nigga, it's my time. Biggie Small dead, Tupac shot, so it's my time. Shout to Brown Silver, motherfucking Jay-Z quitting. 50 Cent and Ja who constantly conflicting, so it's my time.
here you go.
Eminem nice, but Eminem white, nigga, it's my time. Sean Price.
That's how I'm gonna sign out.
Oh my gosh. On that note, we are out of here. Until next time, I say what I mean what I say. Haters gonna hate, players gonna play. Y'all holla at your boy, man.